Kia ora guys and girls, we're here playing some more Horizon Zero Dawn, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get all 3 Blazing Suns at the Spurflints Hunting Grounds. So this is the location of the Spurflints Hunting Grounds. It is basically southeast of the Meridian City. So the first trial we'll be doing is the Watch Out trial, and I'll let the keeper explain this a little bit.
The watchers of the herd attack quickly. Take them down while in stealth to prove your skill. Very well. Choose a rope and slide down to begin.
So for this trial, there are a few skills that I recommend you have. You're going to need the Silent Strike skill. I also recommend having the Low Profile skill and the Quiet Sprint skill. This will also make it a lot easier. And if you have some sort of outfit with a little bit of stealth, I recommend about 30 stealth. That would be great as well. So just like always, I do recommend scouting out your location before you start jumping down. So I'm just going to mark as many watches as I can. I also mark the other machines because this is a stealth one, so I don't want to be spotted by anything that I'm unaware of. So I just want to make sure that I know everything's location, and so that's what I'm doing. I won't be able to get everything from up here, but I'll be able to get a lot of them. So once I jump down, all we have to do in this one is stealth kill 4 watches. That's why those skills that I recommended earlier are so important, because it means you can run around and be able to get these. Now the watches are quite far apart from each other, they're not very close together, so you are going to have to be doing a bit of running around. Now you could probably do this a lot faster than I did it. I did it in 1:40, and the reason I say that is because you can use the technique to sprint, slide, and stealth attack. So you sprint up to a machine, you slide just before you get to it, and then you stealth attack it, and that gives you the ability to get really close to it really fast and stealth attack it before it even sees you. So you can see that time there, I actually crouched and walked all the way up to it, and so that actually took a bit longer than if I had sprinted, slid, and stealth attack. So you can see on this one here, I get pretty close to it, but you can actually still be sliding when you hit the stealth attack button if you do it correctly. So this is the last watcher that I need to kill, and I am going to actually be spotted by him, but because I get spotted and then stealth attack him pretty soon afterwards, I can still activate that stealth attack and still get the kill. But if this wasn't my last watcher, then I probably wouldn't have been able to get any more stealth attacks within the time limit. So next up we have the Sleight of Crate trial, and I'm going to let the keeper explain this a little bit.
Shellwalkers guard their cargo with their lives. In this trial, you must loot 4 of their containers in the allotted time. Agreed. I start timing once you slide down a rope.
So for this trial, I do recommend 2 skills. I recommend you have the Low Profile skill as well as the Quiet Sprint skill, and if you've got an outfit with a bit of stealth on it, this will help you out a lot. For this one, I'm not going to be doing any scanning, I'm just going to be getting straight into it, because with those stealth perks it makes it quite a bit easier. So what we're going to be doing, just sliding down this rope and then heading to this crate. Now you got to be careful, there is a Stalker on the wall just behind me, and we're just going to loot these 3 crates. Now watch out for the Crab Walker and the Watcher as well, and that Stalker, so obviously he's just kind of noticed that I'm there, and then we're going to get out of there before he goes on full alert, and we're going to head to the next one. So the next crates are over this way, and I'm just running around that Watcher, and as you can see, those perks are helping me out quite a lot. Even with that Crab Walker, I'm able to get pretty close without him spotting me, and that's it. That's that one done and dusted. So next up we have the Stalker kill trial, and I'll let the keeper explain this again.
Stalkers have defeated many hunters who favor brute force over patience. Don't make that mistake. If you're up to the task, defeat these stalkers, and you'll receive the mark you deserve. Agreed. I start timing once you slide down a rope.
So for this trial, I do recommend a couple of skills. I recommend getting critical hit and critical hit plus. This will just help you out a little bit, getting more damage on, as well as a knockdown, just in case you get a bit overwhelmed with so many machines. Just use this to clear out the area a little bit. Now in terms of equipment, I do recommend having the shadow sling so that you can stun the stalkers, as well as your shadow hunter bow, so you got those hard point arrows to do a lot of damage. Now in terms of the keeper telling us to do this stealthily, I have no idea how to do that. If you guys know, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would love to know how to do this if you'd meant to do it stealthily. But instead we're just going to go brute force and beast our way through it. So those are the two stalkers I just scanned, and I'm going to be getting those two right there. So what we're going to do is once we jump down here, I'm going to be using my shock bombs to stun the stalker, and then I am also going to use my hardpoint arrows just to do as much damage, as well as using my spear a little bit when I can. The reason this one is kind of annoying is because you can't really sneak up to them, and even if you do sneak up to them, a single stealth attack is not enough to kill them, but then if you then hide in the grass, they're just going to spot you anyway. So it's a bit of a mishmash. I don't really know what you're meant to do other than just brute force it. So that's what I'm doing. So I've stunned him, and then I am just going to be hitting him with my spear and my hardpoint arrows until he is gone. So there we go, that's the critical hit attack there, and having that critical hit plus just makes you do a lot more damage when you do those attacks. Now I do waste a little bit of time at trying to take down this watcher. I was like, I'm going to just get rid of him so I don't have to deal with him, but then I was like, oh, I'm missing my shot, so I'll just forget about him and move on to the stalker. Now I do make a little bit of a mistake. I wasn't meant to use my freeze bomb there. I was actually trying to use my shock bomb, but I just used the wrong one, so I decided to just roll with it and freeze him instead. Now that looks like it takes him out of his stealth, so it prevents him from going into stealth. So if you're getting annoyed with stalkers going into stealth, then you probably use the freeze bomb just to do that. And then I decided to use the shock bomb just to make sure that he's not annoying me anymore. And as you can see, I get a few watches as well, so that actually helps me out a lot. And then we're just going to use the hardpoint arrows to finish him off. So once you've defeated that stalker, all you need to do now is pick up your blazing sun from the keeper, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have now been able to earn all the blazing suns at this hunting grounds. And now it's time for me to say see you guys and girls, and see you in the next video.